Hey guys, Scott Gordon, Open Mortgage. I want to talk to you about Twitter today. Don't hang up, don't shut down the video, wait. Unless you already use Twitter and you know what it is, then okay, you can back out, you're gone. Okay, for the rest of you, don't stop yet. I used to think Twitter was some kind of instant messaging system. I knew it had to do with 140 character or less messages, and I thought it was all things like Ashton Kutcher saying, I'm going into Dairy Queen with Demi and I love her so much. And I thought, why do I care about that crap? But you know what? I'm converted now. I looked into it a little bit, I got an account, looked around, and I found what for me is the true value of Twitter. So I thought, let's tell everybody at Open Mortgage about Twitter. All right. Well, first of all, Twitter is kind of an instant messaging system, a mechanism for broadcasting short snippets of information, 140 characters or less. You have to create an account on Twitter, I'll show you in a minute, and then you can tweet. You can also follow people though, and that's the interesting part. You can follow Stephen Covey, you can follow Frank and Brian, you can follow your political party, you can follow all kinds of people, and that's where it gets interesting. You can adjust what information you want to take in, and there are some great sources there.
All right, so let's take a look at an actual Twitter screen. I went to twitter.com. This is the login screen. Put in my username and password. On your first time here, you'll need to create an account. You can figure that out. Let's sign in. And there we go, and this is a typical screen. We won't talk about the things here under my account and some areas up here, but we will talk about the left side of the screen. These are tweets. The right side of the screen, some information for you about Twitter. Who am I following? Zillow, Shoestring Gal, I don't remember who that is. And who follows me? I don't tweet much, so nobody follows me. But there is a point here. Even following only 30 people, I found a load of interesting information. Really like it.
So a tweet is a short message. And I'll show you a couple kinds of tweets.
So now let's look at a couple of the tweets. Well, here's an example. There's two types, I said, the kind that somebody just makes a statement and the kind that refer to other data. Jack Welch, everybody knows him. Quiet night in Nantucket. Appears tomorrow Irene will miss island with only modest rain and high winds. Well, that's one of those simple do we really care kind of things, what's going on in his life. And there are going to be some of those.
The second kind of tweet, to me the interesting one and why I like Twitter, is a short message. Say you're looking at, maybe we'll bring one up in a second, Inc. magazine or Fast Company magazine. It'll say, here's an idea for startups to grow faster. And you say, well, okay, what's that about? And there's a link. So it's only a sentence and a half. It's nowhere near 140 characters, but you click the link, pops up another page in your browser, and now you're looking at a magazine article about a topic that's relevant to you.
The very next one is an example of where I think it's more interesting. I follow Fast Company. Every picture on the web can and might become an interactive advertisement. Well, if you're into marketing, and of course we're looking for ways to get Open Mortgage out there, that could be interesting. In this bit.ly, this is a link. So there's the tweet, it's got the link in it, it's obviously a very short tweet. But when we follow the link, it takes us to a page with an article. You can see where from the people you follow, let me get back out of there. From the people you follow, you can get referrals to a lot of interesting articles. Obviously, if you're not into startups and business, you might not care about Fast Company. It's interesting to me. Of course, there's a couple NetBranch people I follow, magazine. That's another one. I think Inc. magazine has a lot of interesting stories. That's what the basic screen looks like and the basic kinds of tweets that you'd be looking at.
Let's talk about another thing. Hashtags. A hashtag is a tag or a word, frequently a compound word, with a pound sign in front of it. So when Michael Jackson died, there were probably a lot of tweets about him, and they may have said things, you know, I really miss Michael Jackson, but then it would say #, I love Michael. Here's the interesting thing about a hashtag. You can also search for tweets by the hashtag. What's interesting about that is now you find a list of tweets that weren't just from one person, or they weren't the list of all the tweets from all the people you follow, but they're all the tweets related to this one idea.
Here's one, #Irene. Looks like a walk in the park, whatever. But that's a hashtag. Now if I clicked on that, well, let's go ahead and click on it. What it's going to do, essentially, is a search, just like I had typed it in the search bar up here. And these are all tweets from other people. Well, there's CNN. You might want to follow CNN. In fact, while we're here, one last thing. Over on the right, one of the things I didn't talk about is trends. What those are is topics of conversation that are trending, that are, a lot of people are looking at them. I hate to say they're hot topics, but I guess that's what they are. There's Steve Jobs, there's Hurricane Irene. Anyway, that's another way to search and find tweets about a particular topic. And then when you've found a topic, you may find other people that you want to follow through that topic.
So now you've seen some examples. I would say give Twitter a try. Create yourself an account, find some people to follow, see what's out there, follow the links, and when you see a person who has an interesting message or a message that you like, you might go see who else follows that person. Then you can follow them. So that's my idea for this week. Hope you're having a great finish to the month, and I hope September's big. It looks like it's going to be pretty good. Have a good one. I'll be back later.